Happy weekend, NIO fam. It's Saturday, July 26th, about 8:30 Central Time as I record this. And we're going to start talking about yesterday. That was Friday, July 25th with price action. And also we're going to dig into sentiment. I have something that I want to pull up and share here in just a second. But this was after about 2 hours, a little more than 2 hours into the trade day. I posted these. NIO with over 38 million shares traded. It was over $5 at that point. And so I was kind of like, okay, let's see if we get to our sort of key metric, that data point of 100 million share trade volume for the day. The volume did slow down throughout the course of the day. Over here on the right side, you see the price action for that Friday, July 25th, the trade day. And then on the left side, we've got the up above, the trade volume only ended up being about 60 million. So it looks like, and this is just me thinking out loud here, maybe that was institutional buying going on early in the morning. I think we may see more of that. We may have already seen some of it as well. But over here, a little lower, if you'll note, this is the month of July. We've got the days, and I think the stock is up maybe roughly 40 to 50% on the month or within the last month. And this is probably a big positive indicator, the big trade volume, over 100 million shares here, 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 and here. Now, one of those days it needed pre-market to go over 100 million shares, but I think it's hard to deny the apparent uptrend that we could be seeing. So with the fact that shorts really couldn't take the price down on a Friday with options expiring and max pain at $4.50, I do take that to be a positive in the really short term. We'll keep tracking things moving forward. But then over here, this is actually the Reddit mentions, and this is not the full history of NIO. This goes back to January of 2020. The reason I'm pulling it up is this is kind of a retail sentiment gauge in my mind, just one simple indicator that we can kind of look at. And this over here is the 500 mark. And if you'll see, we haven't been anywhere near that kind of reference or mention within the NIO Reddit mention, or within the Reddit platform, I should say. But here's what's interesting is when we get over that 500 reference point, the price actually looks to be, and this is right here, the start of January 2020. So if you align things, it looks like basically the 500 or more mention on Reddit aligns with a $40 price level or above, which I find kind of fascinating. Of course, also, this is not a perfect alignment, but you see on the history of the NIO stock chart, as the price really shot up during that initial kind of 6-month window in 2020, and then maintained that value for a while, we saw the FTDs drop off. Now, most recently, we have had a lot of elevated FTDs. So this really sets up, if we look back at the full history of NIO stock with the FTDs, this sets up a really fascinating scenario to watch play out over the months ahead. So I'm excited to keep tracking it. And I appreciate that so many people have liked me sharing this kind of very short-term viewed content. So I'll keep doing it as I'm able. But drop it in the comments. I want to hear from you. What do you think? I still think we're early in the sentiment shifting, but I do think we're starting to see that happen. While I don't expect a delivery record in this month of July or to be reported for the month of July, I do think August will be big delivery numbers. So if the shorts cannot regain any kind of momentum or control, it's going to be fun to track things, especially on the daily trade volume side of things moving forward, and to see what NIO stock can do in the next few weeks into the end of the year. But I want to hear from others. So drop it in the comments. And I couldn't get to comments very well in the last video, but hopefully I can over the course of the weekend for this video. So have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see y'all again very soon.